My name's James from Kayak in Sweden, and I'm going to do a quick review today on the Prijon Prilite Marlin. Now the Prilite Marlin has been in production for quite a few years. I had a lot to do with the development myself, and it's actually become one of our most popular models that we've sold. Now some of the strengths we're going to go over, who it's for, and explain it in a lot more detail. So the Prilite Marlin suits a wide range of paddlers. We've had people over 2 meters fit in there, people with size 12 feet without any discomfort, but it does suit people down 70 kilos and considerably shorter. And the reason for that is that we've put the scoops on the sides, so that means that someone with a shorter overbody won't hit their hands on the edges, but it also makes it really great if you're using a high paddle technique or a wing paddle. The Prilite Marlin's made of ABS material, so it's a co-extruded sheet that's thermoformed over 2 forms and is joined at the seams with an H profile with a chemical composition that actually makes a chemical weld. So it's incredibly strong and robust, and if you do manage to split it or make a hole, you can repair it with glass fibre and epoxy resin. So let's talk about the actual hull design, which is a key part to this. It's 530 centimeters long, so it's got good speed. It's not too long to make it hard to maneuver, and it's 58 centimeters wide, which gives really good stability for when you're out in high seas and you still have to navigate. For example, there's no point in having a kayak for expedition if you can't navigate in rough seas. Now the hull is the classic Prijon trihedral hull, meaning that it's got 3 distinctive surfaces here that gives a good base stability and a good second stability here. So it makes it a very stable, very easy boat to paddle, and it handles in really well in the roughest conditions. So the Prilite Marlin is a kayak designed primarily for a rudder. It's a great boat to paddle without it as well. It does behave well, but for a long trip or for side winds and things, it's nice to have the LUXUS rudder, which is sold standard in most countries with it. It's a rudder made by Prijon for just their kayaks. It's got its own proprietary pedal system, gives you really good support when you're sitting in the kayak. It's got a lot of leverage, so it's easy to turn the boat, and the rudder itself, when it comes down, holds into place, and just as well as when it comes up, you can lock it away for when you're transporting it on the roof of the car. On the mechanism for lowering the rudder, when you pull it down, you can actually lock it in there, which helps prevent the rudder from going up, although it'll spring back down if it does hit something under the water surface. So another nice little feature there. The comfort on the Prilite Marlin is very high. You've got an adjustable backrest here, so you can actually adjust the angle of the backrest. You've got the nice padded seat, you've got the padded knee braces here, and you can also adjust the seat a certain amount backwards and forwards to trim the center point. So behind the cockpit on the Prilite Marlin, you've also got this system here for if you need to do a self-rescue of a paddle float, so that you can actually hook in the paddle there with a paddle float on the end and have that extra stability for when you climb into the boat, pump it out and get on your way again. So storage on the Prilite Marlin is exceptionally good. It's got a good size opening, which is sealed with the neoprene covers. You can get the larger sleeping bags quite easily in there, and even longer items like the old classic thermarest. So you can get a lot in there. The front hatch on the Marlin is of a hard type. It easily accommodates items in there. It'll keep things dry, but we recommend the sort of electronic stuff you still put in a waterproof bag just as an extra precaution. So what's made the Prijon Prilite Marlin successful firstly is the comfort. And it's also a boat that can be used for a short tour or a multi-week expedition. It handles great in the rough seas, and it suits a medium to large paddler, and it also suits women as well with a shorter overbody because of the scoops on the sides. It has many great details. It is also quite light to lift, so it makes it easier to put onto the car roof. It comes with a 2-year warranty and great backup service from Prijon.